I'm Sorinne Ardeleanu, 2020 presidential candidate. This morning, I woke up very inspired. See, I had watched the Democratic debates last night, and I also followed up on some of the news afterwards. And while I was sleeping, I was processing everything that I had observed. And when I woke up, I realized I had an opportunity to show the world why I've been called healer in chief. So, a couple of weeks ago, I attended the Libertarian Party state convention in California. I had never been to a state convention in my life before, and I attended by myself. I didn't know anyone there except for one person I had met just a couple weeks earlier in San Francisco. And so, as I got to know the party members and the party delegates, people were naturally drawn to me for healing. I didn't tell anybody that I'm a healer because it's not something that I do for an occupation. It's something that simply comes naturally to me because of the work that I've done on myself. And by the end of the weekend, I had been nicknamed Healer in Chief. I was actually told that we need a healer in chief, that it's been a long time since we've had one. And I was really grateful that I had the opportunity to share my gifts freely with a political party and that they were well received and understood. So, how I can help right now is that what I noticed happening in the world and in our country, in politics and in the media, and with my friends, is that many people are not reasoning correctly. And the reason I bring this up is because most people are getting emotional. And when you get emotional, it's not possible to reason correctly. And so when you're emotional, you don't make the best decisions. And when you're not reasonable, you believe things that aren't true. And this is really important to keep in mind. A lot of people want to vote for or support things or do things that sound good to them, but that aren't actually good for them. There's no logic behind it. And so regardless of who you vote for in the polls, regardless of what you do in your life, it's really important that you reason through any fears or uncomfortable feelings that you may have, because that will help you make the best decision. Essentially, I've realized, somebody told me years ago, fear means false evidence appearing as reality. Right? So that's all that fear is. It's false evidence appearing as reality. And we know that we can be deceived by appearances. And this is also important in the way that people speak. A lot of people know how to say what you want to hear, but they're not actually telling you the truth. They're playing off of your fear, off of your insecurities, off of your emotions, off of your lack of reasoning, because you just want to feel good. And this is actually creating a lot of damage in the long term as well as in the short term. So anytime you feel fear in life, don't make decisions right away. Step back and analyze the situation and realize that there's really nothing to fear in life when you understand what life is and why you're here. Something else that's really important to keep in mind is that you control how you feel at any given time. So let's say you want to feel good. Let's say you want to feel healthy and happy and free and safe and secure. You have to have happy, healthy, freeing, secure thoughts. Your brain in here, it is the greatest pharmacist in the world. And based on what you are thinking, you are signaling to it exactly how you want to feel. Because your brain will make chemicals based on your feelings and your thoughts. So let's say you are afraid of something. Your brain gets a signal, fear, and it starts to make chemicals that go into your body. And these are not good chemicals. And the longer you are in the fear state, the more these chemicals are released into your body and the more pain you experience in your life. And let's say you want to feel healthy. So you start having healthy thoughts. For example, I think about love. I think, I love you. That is something that I think to myself a lot, because I know that only my love is most important, because nobody else can fill a void that's within me. Only I can do that. And it's the same for you. It's really important to say I love you to yourself. It's important to say that I am complete, I am safe, I am secure, I am healthy, I make good choices, and actually go out and do these things, because again, your brain will start to make positive chemicals, and those positive chemicals will actually heal you. So I'm sharing this with you as a way to help you understand how I can help heal not just you, but the world. And it's really through reasoning correctly. It's by taking ownership over our thoughts, our feelings, our words, and our actions. Because last night, what I saw in that debate was not anybody who knew how to create peace in the world. And it wasn't what I was expecting. I was hoping to see leaders who were peaceful, not just in their ideas, but in their actions and in their words, because that's where it begins. And so please be careful who you vote for in this election, whether it's me or somebody else, because you have the power to change the world. And if you are making decisions out of fear, you're not going to make the best decisions. So you have to have courage. You have to take a leap of faith and trust yourself. You have to change your behavior if you want the world around you to change. Nothing will change if you don't change how you think, if you don't change how you speak, if you don't change how you act, if you don't change how you vote, if you don't change how you spend your money, if you don't change who you spend your time with, what you're listening to, if you continue to believe everything that somebody tells you just because it sounds good, you will actually begin to terminate your life much quicker and in a painful way, as well as our species. Because right now, what's happening in the world is we're in this like point of time where things can go either really good or really bad. We're here in the middle, and you have the power to choose which way we're going to go. This is a very important year, and this is an important year to remember that you are powerful and not to give away your power. Thank you for tuning in today. Bye.